Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night to everyone around this beautiful globe. It is quite the miracle that we can be connected with the internet and can do things like this. I'll try to keep my eyes on the dial. Um, and again, let me know now that I've moved game audio down. No, it's still too loud. Yeah, that's good, Project. Voice audio is still cutting out, says Scott Jacobs. Ooh, what I can do about that? Sure. It might be time for a new mic. My Yeti's looking a little. My Yeti's a little beat up. Look at this. I've rubber banded it together because I've stripped the screws that hold it in the stand. It's seen better days for sure. I did get new microphones though. I just haven't set them up yet. A little like lavalier mics. Hopefully those will be better once I get them up and running. But I do appreciate you guys bearing with me through my kind of janky setup here. It is not my best day for sure. But I would like for you guys, if you are willing, to give me a seed name for this run through. And my goal here is to try something a little bit challenging. Either Military Outpost, which is what we have on the thumbnail, or the new Guardians. Actually, let's go with Military Outpost. Let's not false advertise. We're gonna do Military Outpost for this playthrough. And we're gonna put it really, really hard. I'm probably gonna die. Like my character, we're gonna go insane mode all the way up to the top. That's as hard as it gets, so that's what we're gonna do. If we wanna make it even harder, what's the hard moon? Is it Chaos? Everything appears out of chaos and return to chaos. I think that might be the harder moon. So we're gonna do chaos. I don't plan on surviving this one, but I'm gonna try to get them to at least, I don't know, last a week. And if we pass that a month, maybe, let's see. We need a seed though. Yeah, those clip-on mics, says James. Yes, that's my plan, is to learn how to use it, because I ordered some offline. Learn how to use it, and then just retire this mic that I have here and upgrade to that one. But you know, all of that requires experimentation, testing, practice, and I've been, like I said, I've been going through it, so I haven't had a lot of free time to do that. I only just recently found a little bit of free time again. Very, very recently, like within the last couple of just with this past week, maybe. If you're also in my Discord, you'll probably have noticed, because it's been popping off with artwork. Because my primary channel before I started this one was an art channel, and I still work on that, you know. So it's been popping off with the art stuff, but I wanted to show some love to my DDD channel, Distracted Dust Dweller channel, and also give myself a chance to rediscover my free time, my fun time, right? Fun time. Game time. Like, when was the last time I played? I feel like the last time, like, I can answer that question. It was to work on that other save we just looked at, the resort, luxury resort save, to be doing all those upgrades for the. But that said, we are going, and then Scott says not cutting out now. Volume's a little low, but audible with your volume high. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good. I have it 100% of the way up on the OBS Studio. It's saying that it's maxed out. So I don't know how I can make it any louder. I'll play with it after stream. I really hope that this is audible and not a pain to listen to, because that would be such a waste to put you guys through that. You want to not be frustrated when you're watching a stream, so hopefully this is not frustrating. And again, I'll try to enunciate better and to project better. I'm naturally very quiet. Like, I'm such a soft-spoken person. It's a lot of effort for me to project, but I'll do what I can so that we can enjoy this stream with as little frustration as possible. And I'll try to keep my face close to the mic as Um, so for our seed name, we could just kind of go with the flow here with this roll ease, but that is so contrary to our goal today. We're trying to do military outpost, we're trying to do insane mode, we're trying to do chaos moon. I'm not sure that roll ease really fits the bill. It should be something a little bit more anxiety inducing. We need a seed name that's a little bit more just punchy, you know, just a little bit more punchy. James says, amen to that. After talking in the mic for so long, my voice starts cracking. Weird, huh? Yeah. I can relate. I get to that place where I'm like, I gotta clear my throat a lot. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like definitely not fun to listen to that, but otherwise the voice just gives up. You gotta like kind of gotta like force it a little bit at that point. I didn't watch this anime, but since I wanted something punchy, oh wait, nope, I do have a recommendation in chat, so let's try that. Hope's End. Is this good? Should I not capitalize it? You didn't capitalize it. Let's do it the way you wrote it. Hope's Tack End, all lowercase. Case sensitive seeds. This is what's up. Lastly, we need to choose our region. So obviously the desert would be the hardest, but I'm gonna put it on random just because although I do want hard, I don't know that I just want to stare at the desert today. So I'll randomize it and give it its chance. All right, team wise, oh my gosh, we get so many survivors in this mode. I forgot about that. I do like Emlyn, I do like Kristen. I don't usually roll with these other three, so I'm gonna, what's going on here? Is there 7? Is this a 7-man? No, it's 6 survivors. All right, Katana is pretty awesome as far as, no, she's not the one that's combat. Who's the combat one they added when they rolled out this? Was it Sora? Sora is pretty cool. Should we do like a girl squad? I know not everybody in the chat's really. Should we do a girl squad? I feel like we could. Military mode girl squad. Nova's also pretty much a tough cookie. We could roll with Nova, but what we need is some construction as well. Okay, so Sora's got construction 2, combat 6, and healing 5. That's good. What won't she do? She won't research. That's fine because we have Krista for research. Emlyn for farming and cooking. What are the other skills we need? I feel so rusty. We also need, so combat we got, construction we have sort of with Sora. Farming, Krista is capable, but she's going to be behind that research desk, so I don't know that we can count on her for that. We need, we need crafting. Where's Vivian? We need Vivian. Not Yoko, although Yoko's kind of scary too. Who's this? This is new. Where'd she come from? Is this a mod I downloaded and didn't realize I downloaded? Guys, do you know about this character? Did I miss an update? Who is this? She doesn't look like the rest. I'm thinking she came with one of the mods because her portrait is just not cropped to the same way everybody else's is. I don't think that's came in game. I think that came with a mod. Who was I looking for? Vivian for crafting. We need Vivian for crafting. Let's see. Question marks, is that only on console? Which part? I'm not playing on console actually. I'm playing on the computer. And like I did mention briefly at the beginning of stream, I am going to put this game on my console and play it there just to compare. I haven't done sort of a comparison between platforms, but it definitely needs to happen because I get questions about that. And then I'm spending a lot of time just kind of like looking for the answer somewhere else, Googling it, finding it, bringing it back to YouTube. I think it would just be way more efficient if I would just play it on both and then find the answers myself instead of sourcing them secondhand. That character, no, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty convinced that this is mod made because yeah, everybody else has the same cropped in headshot and then we're getting like head shoulders, like way more body in this one. I just don't think, and the background's not this flat gray wall. So this is definitely like an AI picture that somebody used for their mod character. Okay, we need one more. What other skills do we need? We have crafting, we have construction, combat, intellect, and cooking. We could use an extra hand at farming. What is Ember good at? Not farming, but she is good at combat. We might want, she's a combat 6 and a construction 3. She actually kind of knocks Sora out of the park with that stuff. So then, do I want to try to swap Sora for somebody who can do some farming? She's interested in farming. Oh, Lara's really good at farming. We might need the extra combat. I don't know. I don't know. Farming 3 for, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have Emmeline do double duty. She's gonna do farming and she's gonna do cooking. And that's just gonna be like, because I think in this military mode on Insane, we're probably gonna need all the combat experts we can get. So this is our party. Funky says, I always take Lara for farming. I really thought about it. I really wanted to like swap her because that's a really high farming stat. Like she starts at 5. But I need us to survive just the first couple of attacks to even make farming relevant. So we're gonna like go heavy-handed on the combat capable. I think even when you first land, don't you get attacked, or is that only in? That might just be in Hope's play mode. All right, James says awesome, and Mario, hello and welcome to the chat. Also, welcome Funky Monkey to the stream. Appreciate you both joining us. Are you using a mob to get 6 people instead of 4? Does this normally start with 4? Because yeah, I do have mods. Let me see if that pair was easier to read. It is easier to read. I do have some mods enabled, but I didn't realize any of them made this play mode have 6 instead of 4. So this isn't, I think it might be standard. The play mode we're in is Military Outpost versus the default play mode, which is survival mode, where you would get 4. So I think that's why we had a different landing animation, firstly. And then we've got these guys just kind of standing around these glowing fire pits, not knowing what to do. So the first thing we should probably do is have them arm up. And I think especially, gosh, where is it? Here we go. Let's have her pick up 1 laser pistol. That's all we came with. We have 1 weapon. No, we don't. We don't have 1. Nova, let's grab this for you. We have 2 weapons, but that is still definitely not adequate. I can see that being a real issue. Let's also have Nova swap in this vest, since she's going to be doing a close hand-to-hand combat, apparently. Is there anybody else who's just not wearing a jacket that should be? She's got one. She's putting one on. She has one. Is she not wearing pants? No, she is. I'm just doing my my little inventory check. I'm seeing what they're equipped with. What did we come ready with? We do have some helmet. Okay. Again, I have her carrying the pike. That's why she's getting preference on the armor. And then her with the pistol is gonna get the leftover armor, basically. This mode starts you with garbage. This is garbage. Insane mode started me with virtually no, gosh, what am I trying to say? Virtually no defense. No defense. We don't need to do the tutorial. We've done this. I might be rusty, but I don't think we need to start that far over. We are going to observe this barrel cactus because that's going to be a really good food source when it's in season. All right, we have, oh gosh, you're really going to challenge me with reading this name, Svetoslav? How about I just call you Svet? Is that fine? Or Ginchev, that looks like a last name, Ginchev. This scenario starts with more, but you cannot have more later. I see. So you can't get up to like the 8. You're stuck at 6. I could see that being a little problematic, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm really like, I haven't really even pivoted the screen that much. I'm really keeping it close to our landing zone because I want us to, are these the mushrooms? Research these two. Observe. I want us to use what's in close proximity and get building ASAP because I'm sure we're gonna be like overwhelmed in no time. We need trees to cut down with mobs because of this play mode, which was the point. I wanted something to kind of wake me up and challenge me and possibly wipe out, like get a total team kill because I've been playing this for a while and sometimes it can just get kind of like resource management-y and less survival-ish. So I wanted to kind of like poke the bear a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I think what we can do is also mark these for cutting because we're gonna need some sticks to set up camp for sure. What is your guys' favorite play mode? I imagine most of you, and I know most of you already are playing or have played this game. Do you have a preferred play mode? Now that we have several options, what is your go-to? And are there any modes that you got like kind of just tired of and you wanted to move on and try something different? What are these guys doing, by the way? Why is she just standing here? Observe this. Do something. Space Pants, Vivian. I don't think they have anywhere to like haul stuff. Real quick, I think no, there's no boots. Okay. Vivian, my girl, please observe something. James says this game is hard. You play on Trader and the Jason Moon. The gosh, what is it? That's the kind of entrepreneurial mode, right? Where you are trying to buy the rights to the full planet and set up basically a massive income stream out of refined and raw resources from the planet. That one is tough. I haven't actually bought the planet yet. I think I start over too much. I will start a game, I'll get really into it, I'll get things moving like a well-oiled machine, and then I'll kind of forget about it and move on to another one. So I need to buckle down, I think, and get a little bit more committed to completing playthroughs, especially because I don't have some of these badges that I probably should have earned by now and then just haven't. Because of that reason. I'm spending a little too much time. These are different kinds of bushes than these ones. We don't have any trees. I need wood. We're gonna be building a lot with stone if I can't find any trees. That could be really limiting. It could be really, really limiting with our defenses, and we need defense. Probably really soon. Now I'm kind of spreading out my search. We need this tree so I can plant more trees. Who am I gonna put on this? Sora? She's mining actually, and she's scavenging. So rather than scavenge, I'm gonna have her research this tree so we can plant a ton of them. So we can hopefully earn ourselves. I'm gonna mark this one for cutting. Get ourselves we can build better things than just a stone wall right off the bat. Hopefully, really hopeful. So they're gonna kind of get busy doing that. I wonder if we have enough material even to set up camp. Oh, they do start with, oh man, I didn't realize this. We don't have to research building. That's huge. That is huge. So now I'm gonna be able to get them into a little bit better accommodations way faster. Yeah, that's gonna be a massive, that's a big deal. I am all about this, and we're gonna kind of just stick it right here next to this weak little pond. It's so weak, but it is the desert. I did say that I didn't want to pick the desert outright, but I would give it its chance because it's the hardest as far as just management, right? We're gonna pop this out. I don't know. Let's make it a... Yeah, we'll do a 5x12, sure. Then we'll put our door... Let's put our door... I don't know. Let's do it over here. Put our door kind of closer to the water. Then, for fun, even though we don't need it yet, here I am being ridiculous. This is gonna be what causes my people to die. They're gonna be so busy building this dumb thing I'm about to build that they're not gonna be taking care of their actual basic needs. So I'm creating like a little porch just to add that. All right, Polka Latte has joined the stream. Hello, good to see you. I'm so glad that you chose to come over and check out the other side, because I know normally you catch me on my art streams. So I appreciate you joining us for this game. I am basically just winging it, and then I think I'm gonna get like a hard reality check soon. Oh, we need, speaking of reality checks, we really need a place to put our things so they don't go bad. And in order to do that well, we need shelter. Okay, so we're gonna rotate this around. We really do need kind of a... Can I put this here? Like right up against the wall? Maybe. We need some storage. That's a fact. We need some storage. So we're gonna put some storage in here. So that we can get all this stuff that we came with off the ground. We need to get all of this off the ground. So we're gonna build that storage. And Polka says, I don't remember what mode. I just recruited every possible person and sent half of them off the planet, but I wasn't paying attention to people's spouses, so some of them got sad. Have you completed Iron Survival Trophy? And hey you from Amanda Rain, hi! Oh my gosh, I'm missing some really fun hellos and stuff in the chat. I'm telling you, having chat down is a bit of a tiny little bit of a setback. We've discovered the Oasis tree, guys, so I guess we'll be able to plant this and finally kind of like farm some wood. The other side exists as Polka Latte. Yes, it does. This is what I do when I'm not drawing. I'm over here playing games. And yeah, hello, Amanda. And to your question, what was it? Jen asked, have I completed the Iron Survival Trophy? I genuinely am not sure. So what we could do, I'm trying to look over my tablet. My tablet's like blocking my screen, the bottom of my screen. Somewhere in here is, there we go, Steam. And hopefully it's not gonna take over and destroy my screen while I do this. Yeah, let's check out what do we got. We have achievements, Warrior's Pet, First Fist of Iron, Spare Parts, Quick Money, Year of the North, Planting Meat, Sound Off. That's for destroying an insect nest. Took me way too long to do that. Look at this, May 29 of 2023. I avoided these things like the plague, but then I finally took the plunge, and then it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be taking it out. The second one is what got me. Millionaire in the Making. So I have at some point reached 500,000 galactic coins. I've got full power, Clanker Factory, Sit, Stay, Best Friend Forever, Year of the Dromeda. I also named one of my playthroughs Dromeda Bay. Planting Juice, Lord's Blush, Charlie Mop, No Animal Harmed, The Little Things. I'm reading through these fast because I don't want to spend too much time looking at this list, but I do want to find what you're talking about. I did. Calling Home. The wedding one was actually kind of hard because they kept not showing up at the same time to the wedding and then calling it off. Getting the hang of this, Tower Defense 101, There and Back Again, Full of Hot Air, fairly competent. I thought that said fairy for a second. Mushroom Hunter, Winter is Going Electrifying, I Call Her Vera, Four Walls, Floors, and a Roof, Eureka, Pillow Filler, On the Origin of Species, and Better Than Nothing. So it does not appear that I have that one, no. But there's always time. Like I was mentioning earlier, I've missed a lot of my achievements just because I keep starting over, which it's a problem. It's a real issue. I gotta work on it. We need walls for real because day 1 down, we're on day 2, and an attack, I'm sure, at this play mode at insane difficulty is most... It's just gotta be eminent, right? It's absolutely gotta be eminent. Oh, my head's getting like cut off because I'm sitting down so low. Try to sit up higher. I'm just trying to like stay like, I'm like eating the mic practically. Make sure I'm projecting, and hopefully the audio is picking up. It looks like it really doesn't want to unless I'm almost screaming. Oh, I'm so sorry for the struggle, you guys. I'll get it fixed post stream. I'll get the mic situation fixed. We need a wall. We absolutely need a wall. We need defense. We need fortification. We don't have enough wood for that. I wish we did, because that would be a much better wall than what I'm about to do, which is rely on a little tiny stone wall. Also, I'm gonna pause it because Krista's gonna die of hypothermia, and we're on what day? Day 2, hour 5, and already I might have killed part of the party. So we're gonna try something here. Did I do that right? That's close enough, right? That's close enough. We're gonna put this wall here, but what we really need is a fire pit. And I'm assuming that there was enough rations. Yeah, 17 rations for everybody to eat. So I'm not worried about food yet, thankfully. There's at least that. At least that's working in my favor, despite the hardships. Man, so yeah, we definitely need one of these. Stone fire pit. We're gonna put that there. And then, my goodness, what else comes in here? Sleeping cots. I'm gonna drop a couple of these. I don't know. Let's keep them kind of... I know they're outdoors, but if they're going to be cold, I'm going to try and keep people... I'm actually going to move this over. We're going to do this here, and then we're going to cancel it here. Because I think it's a little too close to the bed, but maybe this will be close enough so that they don't die of hypothermia. And who was it that had it? Krista? She's going to come over here and construct it for us. And then after that, I'm going to have her construct these too, so that'll help keep her close to the fire and hopefully not die. That's the hope. That is the plan. And maybe I should not play this in fast forward, so that hopefully we're not going to lose our researcher day... Well, not day 1, but day 2. It feels like day 1. It is still so early. It's basically day 1. That's what I get for prioritizing the house first. I told you I was making a bad choice there. I was doing vanity projects over actual survival and necessity. Not my finest moment for sure. Probably one of my dumbest moments, but you know, what can you do? Actually, what can we do is manage our activities and our schedule, because I haven't done that. And it might go a long way to them actually surviving. So let's try, that's a crazy work schedule. Let's start with some sleep hours. Do these. So they've got 8 hours of sleep. Relaxing is when they eat, so we want them eating when they wake up. We want them eating at 1300, 1 o'clock for lunch, and then 8 o'clock for dinner. Actually, let's do 7 o'clock for dinner. And then 8 to 9 is anything they want before bed. And we'll give them an hour free time before the workday starts too. So there we go. That might be a little bit more reasonable, hopefully, fingers crossed. Amanda says, decor is life. LOL, I do the same thing. Yeah, it's hard not to. It's so tempting. So at least I'm not alone. At least you get it. You're with me there. We share that relatable moment, right? Goodness, what is going on with these shelves? Why have they not been made? I might have made a mistake choosing to make these shelves out of scrap metal, because there's just not enough to go around. I wonder if there's enough wood though from the one tree I cut down to at least make some wooden shelves, because we gotta get that stuff out of the sun. We gotta get it under cover. Hopefully this will help with that need. These really got to be moved inside. The reason why, okay, this might be confusing, so let me explain my thought process here. The reason why the beds are outside when we have a whole inside space that they could be in is because there's nothing in here to keep them warm. And they were just going through like a cold snap. Krista has hypothermia again, and she's trying to go anywhere but where she should be, which is the fire pit. So I'm gonna put her, I don't know, back to sleep. Something to keep her over here and hopefully warm. Because it's like 60-ish degrees, 54 on that cot that she's headed to. Maybe that'll help her a little bit, possibly. We have discovered a lot of the stuff we're researching. We could start farming it. My biggest thing I want to start farming really is the trees. I don't know what kind of soil we're gonna get out here for these oasis trees. Not good stuff, that's for sure. We really need, I mean, here's some okay soil for trees. So we're gonna put one here, yeah. We're gonna just start planting some trees out this way. I guess we could also look at, research these succulent plants. I think this is stuff that they say tastes really gross, but they'll eat it if they're like desperate. So it wouldn't be the worst thing to do to look at that, especially with low food supply, 1 day remaining. And I don't know, are these harvestable? Well, thankfully, yes. The sweet syrup is harvestable. Let's also take a look real quick. It's all part of like the early game management. You know what I mean. It's easy to skip past it when you get in a groove, but it's super important that we're not in here eating, like, we don't have any raw meats or anything that I worry about eating. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave everything on the list for this for now, since we haven't actually harvested anything yet to start getting picky. But we're about to. I think we can start harvesting the silicone, but it seems almost pointless when we don't have any way of using it and we have very little storage space. What I do want to get going is that shelf built so we can get this off the ground. So maybe what I'll have, nope, she won't do that. We're missing too many parts. Alright, I think that tree we researched has got to be chopped down. We just really need the wood. We just do. So, I don't know, Vivian, can you do the honors, please? We just need somebody to do it. Is this another one? We have another one right here. We're gonna cut this one too. I'm gonna wake Krista up to do that for us. It's not that far from camp, so it shouldn't be too much of a hike for her. Also, can we start harvesting some of these? I don't want to grab too many. They're not ready anyway. I'm gonna wait. So we haven't researched them yet, apparently. So that's a whole problem. I do want Sora to do a little bit more scavenging. Haven't set their priorities yet. We got to do that. But we need that scrap metal to build this shelter over the storage shelves. Otherwise, they're still not doing what I want them to be doing. I do want this stuff inside, like out of the whatever's going on here. So let's add a stockpile or two. Yeah. And then who's this? Ember? Can you come build these stockpiles, please? Let's prioritize that so that I can then get somebody hauling this stuff. Like Evelyn could be hauling this. Oh gosh, no. Don't do that. Haul these things, please. There we go. Anything else we could be grabbing that we're not missing? Nope, unfortunately. But that's a start. And it is still day 2, 1,500 hours. We're about to head into day 3 and I haven't built a wall yet. We're still constructing a house. The priority needs to be the wall. I wish I would have set priorities. They can't even hide in the house because the house isn't even done being built. It was a little too big. And this is a modest house, but when you're playing in insane mode in the desert on, I guess, military mode, I'm afraid, like, I'm really worried we're gonna get, like, just rushed out of nowhere and have nowhere to hide. No higher ground to retreat to. No narrow passageways. I mean, we're not in a great spot. We're just holding our breath and hoping nothing happens until the walls are built. That's basically my strategy right now. Hope. Just hope for the best. That's my plan. We are gonna queue all this up for mining. These two. Why not? It's all here. Why not take advantage of what's within a couple feet of us, you know? Just gonna mark them all for mining. I don't know how some of these did not get picked up when I did the full selection, but that's fine. Goodness gracious. Build the wall, says Poca Latte. You're not wrong. Need it before those giant bugs start attacking us like we're on, what is that movie? You know, the one, that campy space movie where they get attacked by bugs. I feel like I just mentioned this like a day or two ago and somebody gave me the movie name and I promptly forgot it again. Oh gosh, Starship Trooper, thank you. Thank you both, Pocolatte and Amanda, coming in with a save. They know what I'm talking about. Starship Troopers. This is about to become an episode of Starship Troopers. That is my prediction. Because there's no way I'm getting away with a half-built wall. And, like, not even, like, a fence wall, just a half-built house wall. And nowhere for them to retreat, and only 2 weapons. So I think what we need to do here, hold up, we need some production. We need a workbench to make some weapons. And we need it now. We need it like yesterday, but now's good. Now's as good a time as any, right? We'll just drop this here by the front door. Because we gotta get some weapons in the queue or we are definitely gonna just perish because I don't know what we're gonna do. It's not gonna be good. I'm actually scared now because I feel like it's coming. It's coming and I have 1 weapon. I have like 1 gun, 1 pistol, and a spear for when things get dicey, which they will. Oh, gosh. So let's, while they go to sleep, let's do some management from our management tab. We need to work on who's responsible for what here. They already have sort of their, not preferences, but their, what would you call it? Like their top skills selected, so then we just gotta put them in priority order instead of it being like a full 3 across the board. Deciding who will be the best sacrifice for killing the bugs. Vote them off the islands is Pocolatte. You've never watched it, but you've played some StarCraft as a kid. You've never, oh, I see, I read that right. I haven't either, actually. If I had, I might be better equipped for this scenario. But we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do the best that we can. Firstly, we know that, who's our healer? Our top healer is Nova. But actually, I'm gonna set these both to 1 because if there's injuries, we need that to be somebody's priority to handle the injuries. So the 2 healers that we have. Also, Sora kind of has like, I'll put her at a 2. And Emmeline has a 1, I'll put her at a 3 for healing. Just in case, like, I don't know, if we're in like such a bad situation, actually she can be a 2 too. Where like our healers are the ones that need healing and they're not able to heal themselves, I don't know, because they're passed out or something, then we might rely on our fallbacks, like our second string, right? The B team. All right, so then for handling, we're gonna do handling and delivering last, just based on who has the least responsibility and then sort of assign them the, you know, the busy work. Construction needs to be Ember for sure. She's our number 1 for construction. So that's what we've got going on there. Number 2 for construction can be Sora. And then I'm not gonna worry about hunting right now. But, I mean, it's gonna be people who's the weapons. Sora has a pistol. She can be a 1 for hunting. Nova has the spear. She can be a 2 for hunting, but her number 1's actually gonna be something else. Nova's really good at physical stuff. Her 1 is gonna be cutting. And then Sora's gonna be a 2 for cutting. And actually, Ember can stay because I'm gonna give her a 2 for mining. Nova gets a 2 for mining. Scavenging, I'm gonna make Sora's a number 1 for scavenging because we gotta have somebody doing it. We need that scrap metal, so we're gonna do that. I totally skipped past ranching and planting, so let's take a look. We had talked earlier about Emmeline being our cook slash, no, it was, who was it? Look at cooking for a second. Yeah, it's Emmeline's number 1 on cooking, but I wanted her to be like a 2 on planting and ranching, which is good. And then what was Krista's thing? Krista's intelligence, that's her thing. So we're gonna make her a 1 on research, a 2 on observations. And then we'll do, she can also, Ember can be a 2 on observations. If there's nothing to mine, we could send her over here to do some, she can be hitting all over the map, right? Because I feel like Krista, I might be wrong, but I think her movement speed's impeded. She's not very fast, so I'm gonna keep her as a, on the research bench as much as possible, and then on observation. Granted, there's no research bench yet, so she's gonna be observing anyway. All right, so crafting, Vivian, where you at, my girl? Vivian is bae when it comes to crafting. She's gonna be a number 1 on tailoring and assembling, and then crafting is gonna be her number 2, and nothing else should come before that. Grill, bake, cook. Okay. Well, all of these can be a 1 for Emmeline. Krista, I already set their priorities. So then the question becomes, who is the least busy that could be helping us with handling and delivering? I'm gonna put number 2 for deliver on Vivian. And then for handling, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. Are we dead yet? Is anything attacked while I was doing this menu? I don't know. I guess we'll do, I feel like Emmeline, but she's gonna be so busy in no time. I'm gonna give her handling for now because she's not gonna have that much to cook, to be honest, at least for a bit. I think, so here's the snapshot. This is what they're gonna be doing. These are the priorities I'm gonna set for now. We can always adjust as things get a little bit more complex, but for now, hopefully that will get us through the first week, and hopefully we'll get a wall built that will get us literally through the first week, like surviving it. I don't know how many of these characters are gonna die before before that happens, but hoping not a lot of them. All right, so it's 24, 23 degrees, 22, 19 degrees outdoors away from the campfire. That is why they're all sleeping outside instead of inside, because they can stay warm over here. And I need a sip of this coffee. All right, Krista is the first up, and I feel like she's probably gonna go try to do something crazy that I don't want her doing. Oh, she didn't. She just stood next to the fire. That's actually good for her. Because she's probably, her tolerance is so low. They need a toilet. She's gonna go pee on this plant, I guess. That's new. And then I would actually really appreciate it if she would construct these shelves, because like I've been saying, which I thought everybody would have by now. Oh, at least, okay. At least that stuff made it into the stockpiles under a roof. So they're not going to waste, even though the shelves outside is what I meant for these to go into. It's not a total loss. That's good. I really want to get these. So who do I have on mining again? Oh man, did I put on mining and building the same person? So construction, Ember. Is she also our miner? She is. I might swap this to a 1. Cutting can be a 1 because we don't actually have a lot of cutting queued up because we don't have a lot of wood to cut anyway, so that's fine. I'm gonna put Nova on, yeah, on mining so that she can bring in the stone, and then Sora can focus on, I think it was Sora can focus on actually constructing things. That'll be good for us, I think. I know Krista doesn't want to be constructing, but I'm gonna have her do this workbench for us so that hopefully Vivian can get crafting some weapons, because otherwise we're doomed. We have no walls and no weapons. There's no way for us to survive what's coming. And Krista, again, with the hypothermia. Gosh, I don't, and she's too much. I can't make her sleep anymore. So what I can do is just, oh gosh. What is that called? I drafted her, and then I'm just making her stand by the fire. That's like the one way to keep her from dying of hypothermia. Just stick her over there. She has nothing to do, well, then she can just stand watch. Like, yeah. Pocolote says, watching them wake up in unison shows, what is that, solidarity? They do have solidarity. That's good. Actually, I used to try to stagger the sleeping times for some reason when I first started playing. I don't remember why. But they would wake each other up when they would get up and go to bed, and like they would be like disturb sleep, disturb sleep, disturb sleep. And they would get all these negative buffs from it. And I'm like, you know what? It's just better if everybody's on the same schedule. That's what this part's all about. If everybody's got the same blue, they all sleep at the same time, they wake up at the same time. A lot less disturbed sleep, hopefully. All right, so I'm gonna run the risk of putting this into speed and invoking the wrath of our mobs that I'm sure are going to catch us at some point. Less than a day on the food supply. We're gonna come over here to the Hepagonias again, and we're gonna start harvesting. Oh, there's not much to harvest. That's not good. Where are they seeing 10 dry trees? Down here? It's happened, you guys. We have some aggressive animals. I'm gonna queue one of these up. How far down the hill is it? What do I do when I queue some of these up for research? Just observation? Do I want to cut them? No, I don't want to cut them. Yes, I do. I'm gonna plant my own. We're gonna be dumb. If we survive this attack, we're gonna cut down the only T-ball source we have for the wood, because we need the wood. But now I need to worry about this. So these manti, oh, they're huge, and they're purple. Were they always purple? This is new. What kind of manti is this? Is this like a poisonous one or something? Colors usually mean they have like a special effect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have one big one and a couple of juveniles. So it should be 8 juveniles and 1 large. If I handle this smartly and pick them off early before they, oh gosh, before they progress. Who's the one that's the most away from the pack? This one? I'm gonna have her hunt this mantis. She's gonna end up aggroing the heck out of everything else. This is probably not gonna be my best move, but I gotta at least try. I gotta try to, and we get a thunderstorm, so we're gonna get electrocuted as well. That's great. I'm gonna try. Why is she getting so close to it? That seems so extra. You have to shoot that one. Shoot this one. Okay, maybe flee. Maybe flee. Let's move out here. If she can outrun them, which she probably can't. Oh my gosh, they're so fast. Oh my gosh, they're so fast. Okay, plan B, plan B, plan B. Where's Nova? Where's Nova? Nova's here. I need Nova to run out here and provide backup. Then we need to go back to Sora. Is this how we die? Is this where it ends, guys? This is not gonna end well. Did it give up? Oh my gosh, were we that lucky? Is it because we're out of range to pick on the juveniles now? That's wild. How did we get so lucky? All right, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna aggro it. It's leaving. Oh wait. Okay, let's shoot the littles since mom's moving out of our... She's messing with the birds right now, which works for me. And again, I want to find Sora and kind of like move her to kind of like help. Not Sora, Nova and Sora. This is my plan. Because they will attack eventually if we just wait around and do nothing. For anybody who's played this game, you know this to be true. So Sora, we're gonna keep shooting. Yo, maybe don't go that way. Nova, you can finish this one off, I think. This is the plan. If we pick off a few of them first, like if we get a few of them picked off early. She's already injured though, so I'm gonna have to fall back. But we might actually survive the first mob if we do it this way. And she's getting some combat points, right? Gen T, smiley faces, Poka feeding the local man-tiger survivors. I'm trying not to. It's honestly my goal to not do that. But you can't, beggars can't be choosers, right? Like sometimes the decision is made for you. Did we aggro mama? I don't know. We might be in the fight of our lives here. Now that we've got 3 littles on us. We need to be shooting this one. Let me zoom in. You guys are not getting the best view of this. Nova, back out, back out, back out. Take this one, take this one. Alright, so... ladies, what do we got here? Do we have 1 Manti left? The big one? And she's bleeding. I think... I don't want to get cocky, but I think we got it. I'm gonna bring Sora over with a gun, because I don't know that Nova trying to get into arm's reach of that big one is really the best move, but I'll have her stay close by, you know, as backup, just in case. Like, I'll have her just kind of... she can just kind of, you know, lurk a little bit. What? Why did this big purple one just, like, give up on life? It didn't even try to defend itself. I don't understand that, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. And I think the thunderstorm is still happening. So with the thunderstorm still happening, I'm gonna undraft these folks, and then I'm gonna try to move all my people inside, just to try not to get electrocuted. And hopefully nobody else did while I was so busy paying attention to that. Yeah, hopefully nobody else was electrocuted by the thunderstorm while I wasn't paying attention. I mean, we made it past the first mob, surprisingly, with a spiked javelin and 1 pistol. So not the worst. Not the worst. Vanity project can continue. We can continue our vanity project building this house, since we survived that just fine. That said, I am going to put this back on 2-speed. Now that the stratego is out of the way, the need to be strategic, the need for speed. Gonna make Manti Gumbo tonight, says Pocolate. You are not wrong, friend. Evelyn is idling, which I feel like if it wasn't for the fact that we're still waiting out this thunderstorm, I would send them out to research the Manti so that we can actually use it. Which, Sora plus Nova equals A-team. Yeah, 100. I would like snap for that. Snaps. The snaps are gonna be louder than my actual voice. But yes, snap for Team Nova plus Sora. They are bae. They have done their due diligence. Speaking of, actually, wasn't she injured? Didn't she need to heal? I guess she maybe already has. Oh no, somebody wants to run outside for this thunderstorm. I don't love it. I think we should maybe try to keep them close to home, even though there's no lightning rod, which, you know, is kind of key. They gave me the blah blah blah. They gave me the technology to build a freaking house, but not for a lightning rod. I gotta still research that. Is that what I'm seeing? I guess so. So if I want them to survive lightning, we need a drying rack anyway, so we're gonna drop one of these here. That's beside the point. We need to research lightning rods, and in order to do research, we need a research bench. So we're going to have to, oh gosh, look inside here. We need some light inside here. Let's put some light inside here, right next to the door. Sucker around. We can actually stick it right over this bench, and then we'll do another bench opposite of that, but the next one is going to be for research, because we are not going to find the technology for lightning rods without research. And since we have absolutely 0 scrap metal, somehow we're going to rotate this sucker around. Oh, I have that bench facing the wrong way. We're gonna rotate this. Sorry, 1 second. We're gonna rotate this. There we go. And then, gosh, Vivian, since you're right here, love. Actually, Krista, go ahead and move that for me, and then construct. Somebody construct. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll find the technology. We'll make it happen. In the meantime, yeah, we do need that production. Sorry, the science, the research bench. We're gonna have to build it out of wood, which even though it's a finite resource, it's what we got because we definitely don't have any scrap metal. Whoever's job it is to do the scavenging, they're slacking. But I think we can give them some slack since they were just busy fighting the Manti, so. It's a give and it's a little take, right? They are gonna start screaming about Cave Dweller and getting debuffs for that because there's no carpet inside this building, but boo-hoo. That's not my problem right now. We have bigger problems, you know? Like how much coffee is left in this cup? So I know it's been a hot minute since we were on this channel. I appreciate you guys coming back, by the way, for joining me for the stream, for hanging out, for giving me the likes on the live, and just overall being good friends. I appreciate all of that. Sometimes I worry, like, if I don't put anything out for a while, I'm like, are people gonna think my channel's dead and stop watching it? And I think that's a pretty common concern that a lot of creators have. So I just want to say I really appreciate you guys proving that wrong, that fear wrong, and being here anyway. I do have plans to put out, like I said before, a new seeds video, especially considering all the comments. It's not a ton. Like I haven't gotten a concerning amount of comments, but I have gotten a handful here and there saying that my past seeds videos from the last couple years, like year or two, I don't think the game's been around that long, but my other seed videos, some folks are saying that when they enter those seeds, they're not getting the same spawn point on the map. And so I wanted to check into that and then put out new seeds that will be relevant to the current update status of the game. And hopefully that will provide everybody with a lot less frustration to have like a seed video that works the way it was intended. So that is my plan or my goal. Like this looks kind of center. Maybe, no, I think we can go here. That's a pretty center place for a gate. Again, we're being modest, even though it is a little bit of a vanity build because we've got ourselves a little porch going on here in a house with no windows yet. Because we don't honestly have metal to build windows anyway, so what's the point in trying to place them yet? We're fencing this in the best that we're able with our current material level. It's not that our skill level won't build better defenses, it's that our materials, we don't have enough material to build better defenses. So this is what we're working on. And we're keeping it nice and, like I said, subtle. Oh, we're out of food though. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. We need food. Did we research this? I think somebody is still trying to. We need to research it faster. Is there anything left in Heptagonia to harvest? Grain grass harvest, yes. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna set all this stuff to harvest that we can. I think there were some grain grasses over here. Yes, harvest. Girl, get on it. Let's harvest some stuff. We need it. People are starving. Who else does harvesting? Just these two? Krista, we're gonna make this number 2 for you as well. Let's get her harvesting. She's doing research. I understand, but we need some other things right now. Vivian can research that when she's done having a sad wonder meltdown. And then we need to set some stuff up to cook. So we don't have the means yet. But as soon as they're done doing that harvest that we just set them on, we should then have the means, hopefully, to cook something because people are starving. We gotta go over here. We don't want them eating raw grain. They can eat the sweet syrups, that's fine by me. So let's copy this. I want them to use the grain to cook because it'll go a lot further. Severe heat wave. Now we gotta be concerned about them getting too hot. Fun. The desert is so fun, isn't it? Like, first they were freezing and now we have a severe heat wave. Who is gonna be too hot? Let's take a look. She's good up to 122 heat tolerance, 116 100 for Krista, 118, 134, and 111. Krista, again, is going to be our weak link when it comes to temperature tolerance. She's going to get too hot. But she's going to go inside and do some research, I think. Or no, she's going to come back out here and try to observe these things. She is sweating, though. Is it any cooler inside the house? 104 degrees inside, 104 outside. Yeah, it makes no difference, to be honest. I'm going to try and I'm going to bring her in. We're going to try to get her out of the sun. I don't know how much help it's going to be, but we're trying it. Vivian is going to eat, and then I want her to do this observation that Krista keeps trying to do. I think this will be another good food source for us, hopefully. We do need to plant more of these trees. We're still really, really short on wood, and those 4 are not going to be enough. Guys, this is the problem with the desert. Resources are so finite. We have so little of it. Just like genuinely like just lacking. And wait a minute, what is this? Feathers? Let's, I don't know, research or observe. Okay. She's transporting, she's observing. Krista is inside. Not anymore, apparently. She's observing something else. We'll bring her to observe some feathers then. Oh, right. We have our manti as well. I don't think that we want them eating that. We do want to research these manti, though. So let's bring somebody out here to do that. Will she? She won't. She doesn't do any observing. Okay, Ember can do it. Ember's going to research this for us. And then, where did our big manti die? Can I find it? Is it over here? No. But there is meat. So I'm going to try and have us get this before somebody else does. Nova can do it. If you can get it before the scavenger does, we have a new source of food, the meat there. So who knows? Maybe, just maybe. And we still can't harvest the orange mushrooms, but maybe soon, maybe one day. I'm gonna start queuing up recipes. Hopefully our people don't starve to death because they definitely like are running low. We're gonna set this up so that we have, I don't know, four of the grain porridge if we have enough grain to go that far. It is time to start planting. We were talking earlier like, oh, should we get somebody who specializes like Lara specializing in farming, and I was like, I don't think we're gonna survive that long. So that's not my it's not my priority, but now it's a priority. We need food. We need it pretty severely. So now it might be time to start thinking about you know, farming and edible. We have so little good soil too for farming. We're gonna do grain grass here. Hopefully it'll go a pretty decent way. Oh, we also saw, hold up, because I'm so sure I did. We've got some cloth blossom here that is not researched yet. No, we gotta research it because we're gonna need this too. Oh boy, with the way the temperature fluctuates in the desert too, being able to craft appropriate seasonal clothing is gonna come in handy. Otherwise I'm gonna be constantly trying to adhere to the whims of Krista, especially, and like her limited tolerance for heat and cold. And it's only gonna get worse the more time passes because the game does get progressively harder as the seasons change, because the more time you have to set up your resources, your defenses and all that, the more they expect from you. Also, I don't think we've observed this cacti either. So we'll be doing that. And then these little branch cacti give us healing bombs, also good to know. Didn't we have closer branch cacti research? It's fine. Everything is fine. This is fine. We're fine. Everybody's still sleeping outside. I'm sure they love that. We're fine. This is fine. Nothing wrong with it, right? Gonna have to eat Vivian. Poca Latte, no! Is she wearing too much? Well, I think she just either doesn't have the right clothing for temperature regulation. Yeah, she's not wearing like the fancy stuff, but there's nothing to have her switch into until we start crafting good clothes. So she doesn't have like fancy sci-fi. For instance, if I click over here, who has it? This person has it. They have a spaceship jacket. The spaceship jacket increases both their cold and heat tolerance, so they're able to continue operating well under extreme conditions. But then what Krista's wearing is just a regular jacket. Doesn't do all that. So it'll help with heat tolerance, or I mean, it'll help with cold tolerance a little bit, like a little increase the way a jacket would, but its heat tolerance goes down. It's not very regulated. Not for this environment for sure. Oh, goodness. Vivian, what were we doing, bae? Let's cook some green porridge or something. I don't know. I could be queuing up weapons. What am I doing? This was important. Oh wait, do we have to queue up research for weapons? Hold up. I'm doing everything so backwards. Weaponsmithing, yes, we need that. Lightning rods. We might need lightning rods first. Lightning rods and then weaponsmithing. There we go. All right, now we're on to something. Antibiotics production, and then we might want. Does oil extract work for? It does not for. What do we need next? Like, what's the next most important thing? Sorry, basic sanitation is not it. Sorry, folks, that's not the one. Man, oh man. Refrigerators to keep the food good, that would be good, but then you also need electricity if you're gonna do that. So we're gonna need, what is this, teleportation pad? That's nice, but we don't need that right now. Yeah, I think what we're gonna need, actually we could do some concrete research because we could turn this brick into concrete, I think, which would give us a way better option as far as our defensive wall goes, because what we've got right now ain't it. It just ain't. Spaceship deconstruction. And then I think what I need to do at this point, if we're gonna start setting up refrigeration, we're gonna need electricity. We're gonna need an electric grid. We need power. So we're gonna start with our lightning rod, for sure. We'll stick that right here. And then, why not a little power pole? So that we can try and... We'll just stick these two lines here to try to power the house once we get a good source of electricity established. This lightning rod's not gonna help a lot. It's gonna be like a little, if they get struck, we'll get like a little boost. That will only be powerful, only help if we have a battery for it to store that extra power into, which we don't. But it's baby steps. It's baby steps right now. We know where we're trying to go with this. So that's what we're gonna do for now. That is the plan for now. Sora's confused, so we're gonna have her come build this. Vivian is also confused. We're gonna have her... Oh, I didn't give her anything to build. How about... I don't know. Some cloth. Why don't we build some cloth if we have the means? And then... Yeah, that's fine for now, I guess. We'll make bandages once we have cloth. That'll be a good thing to have. We have how much do we have? Bandages? None, but we have 10 first aid kits, so bandages are included, but those will go quickly, so... Getting Vivian on that, we don't have enough resources. We don't have enough feathers. Okay. Maybe we could get some. There was like a whole bunch of birds over here, right? Feathers? Use these. Let's get feathers. Alright, now Vivian should be getting us some feathers. What is this? He's downed? That to me looks like... That looks like a meal, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And we still don't have... We haven't really done anything with these manti. I don't think I'm going to, only because I know eating that is bad for them. I don't know that we're that... I mean, we might kind of be that desperate. We have 90 grain. I don't know how far 90 grain will go. I guess we can try to butcher these, but I just gotta make sure they don't eat the raw insect meat. Because that's, you know, that's food poisoning. All right, how are we doing? Let's check in. Make sure share the clothes to balance that. Maybe share the clothes to balance them out. Yeah, I did in the beginning make sure that, like, for instance, the limited armor we had, I put on the 2 people that were combat enabled with weaponry. And I did try to share around the jackets, but if I move the jacket off of Krista, Like, say I gave Ember's jacket to Krista. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's give Ember's jacket to Krista, and maybe Krista's tolerance will increase. Because Ember seemed relatively high to begin with. We'll have her swap, and then Ember can have the jacket that Krista's taking off. Good call. Good call, Pocolatte. Smart thinking. So let's do... Oh, it's not ready yet. Gotta wait for her to, I don't know, store it somewhere. I think she's gonna put it on the shelves, and now there we have it. Ember has the option to go pick that up now. Whew, what a morning, right? I mean, it's morning for me. I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of proud of this stupid little fort we have set up here. It doesn't even have windows. We should do something about that. I think it needs some windows. I also just don't have the means. Do we have any wood even? We have wood. We can make some little cute like wooden windows maybe. I can put one here. And then, oh, I meant to, oh, I hit the enter key, not the, whoops. I meant to hit shift, because if you hold shift when placing items, it'll let you duplicate, like do more than one. So based on the fact that our limited resources mean we have, let's see, 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one there. We'll kind of do the same thing back here. It'd be easier to see this in the daylight, but 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there we go. There's a back row of windows. I do that because this back wall, like I'm gonna split this room in half. Oh, I thought I was gonna split this room in half. These are kind of like, I don't know. If I rotate these, we can maybe do that. Yeah, if I rotate this like this, create like more of a lane here, then we can split this building in half and kind of create. I'll just show you. Instead of talking about it, why don't we do it? Let's go into, goodness gracious, walls. I'm gonna use just this weak little stick wall because it's gonna be better for I really did not build these big enough, for sure. It's gonna be really tiny rooms. They're gonna hate them. But this is what it is, so. I really went like 1 square too short when I set like the exterior of the building. But I'll still try to show you, I can still try to make this work. They're just not gonna love their rooms, that's all. And then again, grab the wall again. This will all make sense in the daylight. So just gotta let that sun rise and we'll be able to see what it is I'm trying to do here. I defaulted to 4. I was thinking about how, in regular play mode, you have 4 people. I made 4 rooms. I made this thing wide enough for 4 rooms. And I was definitely not thinking about the fact that we have 6 people. So that's a problem. But that's a problem for another day, I guess. Maybe some of these rooms could double up. Some of them are going to be bunkmates. They're going to be roomies. They're not going to have the I have my own room buff. They're going to get the tiny room debuff. And then only 2 of them are going to have like the, oh, I get my own room like buff. They do need doors. So let's put a door smack in the middle of each of these rooms. So that's kind of, now that we have daylight, can you guys sort of see like what I'm going for here? They look like little cells. This is so depressing. I was like, oh, this little vanity project, we're gonna build this cute little cottage. And then like, once we get inside and realize how short the rooms are, it's like, oh, actually, their bedrooms are definitely for sleeping only. It's more like a convent. We've basically built ourselves a convent. These rooms are so small. They're just for sleeping. But we'll be able to add like, so the reason why I chose to make the communal space bigger over making the bedrooms bigger is because I'm gonna put like the kitchen in here. We're gonna have like a stove and a fridge and all the, and like their workbenches, all the stuff that they need, for their advancement is gonna go in here. So bedrooms got the short end of the stick, but it's for a reason. It's for the sake of productivity. I promise there's a method to the madness. It may not be the most incredible method, but it's a method. And we actually only just have the 1 light, which kind of makes sense for now. It'd be kind of pointless to waste a ton of fuel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in. Doesn't make sense. 3 in. So we'll do 1 here then. I actually did not make these windows quite as even as I thought I did. So I'm gonna cancel this one, and we're gonna build another one, but it's gonna go like over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, because that'll actually make it even on the face of the front of the building. And then which case, now I can actually put this in the right place. I'm trying to also be, what's the word? Symmetrical. I'm trying to keep it symmetrical too, folks. So this one was 4 in because we had this. I wasn't counting the door space before, which is how I got off. So 1, 2 square for the door, 3 square, this open space, and then 4 square right in front of the window is the lanterns. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. That's way more equitable. It also just space-wise works out better because it's gonna cover kind of like a wider span of, I don't know, radiance or something. I think that should be just nicer in general. It's a humble little fort. It's like I said, it's like a little convent kind of, but it's effective, or it will be when it's finished being built. That's my hope and plans. Emmeline and Vivian are both bored, and there are things to be built. So let's ask you to help build those. You might as well if you're not busy. And then it might be okay. I know we put these out here to keep them by the fire, but it might be okay to start bringing them inside. They don't have proper beds yet, so this is what we're doing. They're gonna keep the cots for now. But eventually we'll get the beds in. Once we're ready to build some beds. We're gonna need a lot more materials. We're gonna need fabric, for instance. That's kind of a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one am I not? I haven't moved this one. I think I've selected them all now, so that should do it. Is it starting to at least kind of look like a home? What do you guys think? Let me know. Polka Latte, call the base 5 girls outer world burger shop. It's 6 though. We got 6. Are you really? Polka is like so serious right now that we're gonna definitely lose somebody. We're gonna have like a little gravestone, like a monument. We're gonna do a memorial to whoever it is that gets sacrificed. She's so sure there's gonna be a sacrifice this gameplay. She's probably not wrong. We have 6 girls now, but just wait, it'll be 5. Before you know it, something will go wrong. Probably Krista, because she keeps being the one that's like melting. Although the jacket swap did help. She's got like heat tolerance of up to 111 now. Ember came down to kind of match 111. She was at 122 before, so it was a good sacrifice. They've kind of evened out a little bit. They've met in the middle. All right, whatever we researched, it just opened up a bunch of new, I guess, technology. We have a fridge now, which is good. We're gonna stick it along this back wall. I'm gonna clear my throat, I'm sorry. So that's good. Fermentation barrel, also good. We don't have a lot of metal, and it's gonna go into the fridge. So I'm gonna grab this fermentation barrel, and we're gonna stick it out here. Well, once they're done moving these beds, I guess we'll stick it out here. I'll put one here for right now. Leisure, what do we gain leisurely? We do have like a ton of, oh man. We have like decor items. Let's put some fun, let's get a little bit of fun going on. Let's put a nice, I don't know, potted plant on the porch. What do you think? Let's do this one. Yeah. Stick this right up on the porch. Where's the window? So I'm not putting it in front of the window. The window's way over here. We're good. So I think this can go here. Or do we want to put it? Maybe we put it right by the door? No, because people gotta come across there. I think we're just gonna stick it on the end. Wait, what's this? Why is the fridge outside? That's a big no. That's not what I meant. I wanted the fridge inside the house. Nobody called me out on that? How dare you? How dare you just let me stick the refrigerator outside like that? Unbelievable. Okay, but where did it go? It was in storage. Okay, fridge and storage. We will stick this, we'll do it here so we can put our stove like this way. And speaking of stove, where is stove? It's under production. We can add this now. I could stick it there, but I don't think it's a good idea. So we'll stick it here. Aggressive animals. A whole lot more of them. So I think last time it was like 13 manti. Now we're looking at 14 manti, 5 huge overgrown insects. It is day 7. It is day 7. Remember when I called it? I was like, I think we'll make it a week. Maybe we can go a week. Might have been right, because it is day 7. We're about to be attacked by a lot of stuff. How is our wall looking, Sora? How is our unbuilt wall? Oh my gosh. We haven't even... So I'm gonna... Okay. Let's pump the brakes here for a second on some things we don't actually need. Okay, let's not build that right now. Let's focus on building this wall, and then I actually kind of want to put down some traps that might help us kind of like just shut down. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. We need traps. We need a lot of traps, and we have only 67 metal, and I don't want to put it into the fridge now, so we're gonna put 3 traps here, and then 3 more here, and then I don't know, like a row here. Let's see if we can get that much done. Vivian, can you do that? Can you start constructing some traps? It is not time to sleep, folks. It is definitely time to work, because we are about to get attacked big time. This is about to get really, really ugly. You guys, it's been a great week. We made it a week. Let's see how many we lose. How many do you think we're gonna lose, Pokolatte? Just the 1, or do you think it's gonna be more than that? The fridge works outdoors though, says Pokolatte. I mean, it could have. I figured only 1 had to be customer. They're already on the attack? Oh, because stupid Vivian went over there. Why? Why, Vivian? Why did you go out here? Like, that's not even what I asked you to do. This is so dumb. Go over here, ball. Stop aggroing the baddies. That's not what we're doing. Such a mess. How many survivors do you... I'm making a poll. Do you think... Oh wait, that's not how you make polls. How do you make polls? Can I do it on mobile? All right, well, that's my question for you all. And if I could make it a poll, I would on mobile, but unfortunately, my desktop chat is not working still, so we're doing what we can. And speaking of doing what we can, wake up. She doesn't have the skill level for it. You're bored? You're confused? You don't know what to do? Construct this. Vivian's on her way over. She's doing what she can to make it out here. Oh man, construct some traps. You can do that, Krista. Krista's at least capable enough to construct some traps. Let's have Emmeline wake up and try to help with that too. Oh man, your girl needs to like heal, I think. I'm gonna move the rest of the cots inside so that if we do have a situation where people need to heal, at least they can hide inside, which is probably what I'm gonna do with the people who aren't armed. But right now I really need them to be building these traps. Resources unavailable. We are already out of metal? What? No, it says we have 67 scrap pieces, but they're over here. Is this the problem? I bet you that's what probably happened. Is she went out there to get the scrap metal to construct those traps? Yeah. And then she aggroed these baddies. So it's not Vivian's fault, my bad. I was all like, what is she doing? Like, she's only trying to do what I told her to do, poor girl. Catching flack for nothing. It wasn't her fault. Yeah, but she needs to heal. Let's have her... Oh, she's still moving cots. And your girl over here, I don't know. I'm gonna speed it up just so we can see if she can get these and get out. Get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. Grab that and run, baby. She did. Good, good, good. We have a chance now. We can build some traps. I mean, maybe. Except they're already trying to attack. What happened? How are these guys already attacking? Alright, what is she out here building? Construct this fence. While Nova tries to bring back the other material. Vivian, she's healing Vivian. And Emmeline is constructing traps, maybe? Yeah. But we are under the attack now. I don't even know how far she's gonna make it before the bads catch up to her. Krista. You guys see this? What is Krista? What is she doing? Why? Go inside, you weirdo. She's just like cowering over there for no reason. Injury, Krista. Sora, I don't know where you're going, but it's gonna be a hard pass, okay? Let's construct these. Alright, it is officially begun. This is... Oh, Poke, you're so optimistic. You think they're all gonna survive unless you run into Melee, which, I mean, we already did. This guy's here. I think what we can do, though... What's she doing? What is she doing? Stop that. She's gonna have to come melee this while Krista runs for shelter. Excuse me. Alright, so this is not great. Understandably so. This is not a great situation that we're in. Why? Why? What? Can you construct any traps without that already have like the yeah. She is armored though, guys. I will say for her sake, Nova has armor on. She's good. So she's gonna like hold the line, I think, here. And then we need, who's our other fighter? She's going to sleep. Why would you? We're literally being attacked and she thought it was a good time to go to sleep. Where is she? Way up here, why? No sense. They have no sense. No sense of self-preservation. Just absolutely no sense. Okay, well, Sora's constructing. Emmeline's, I don't know what Emmeline's doing. She's gonna inside too. Ember is constructing the house when we have traps that need fixed. This poor girl is over here by herself. No, it's absolutely not. It is time to draft you and bring you over here. I'm gonna put her on the stairs. And I think we're gonna put her up here so she can try to shoot from the top. That way they'll attack the stairs instead of attacking. Focus on this guy. Oh my gosh, we don't have a door? These things can just go in the house? It is madness, okay? This is absolute madness. Everybody needs to be drafted. These traps are doing no one any favors over here because nothing is coming over here. Although, that said, I might be able to aggro everything. Over here. If I bring everybody out to this side, I might be able to aggro them to the traps. Yes! Alright, so we got one on the trap. We just gotta keep it coming, Bring everybody in, Alright, back inside, because we're trying to bring everything around the traps. We're gonna do like the huddle method. Everybody inside. We're gonna do this the crude style, okay? Kill circle. Everybody just get in a big circle and help each other take out the manti together, okay? Okay, so while that's happening, now all these things are out here. We need to bring everybody back outside and try to aggro again these giant monsters. Hello, Brazier of Thought. You came in just in time to watch us get crushed. So my point here, my goal here, is to aggro these suckers to these traps. Krista didn't quite make it inside. Krista, you're the only one who's not going the right direction. Please come inside. Alright, that worked. Good. So that was the whole point here. I'm gonna undraft Krista and ask her to construct these real quick, because if we can catch some of these suckers trying to come through this lane. Oh no, but she went the wrong direction. Okay. That was not what I had in mind. But I will say this is working better than I thought. Because these guys did get caught on the very few traps we were able to lay before they arrived. And now we're just shooting fish in a barrel, literally. Sora is doing it all with the one pistol that we have. Pokelatte, this reminds me of a Wendy's that used to have a lot of infestations. Yeah, remember earlier we were talking about Starship Trooper? This is it. This is that moment. We're basically playing... Oh my gosh, everybody's getting like Okay, upstairs. So I'm gonna try to get these guys. You know what? You can shoot from up here too. That's fine. I just don't want them in that like cloud of. You can get up there. Yeah, that. See what they're doing when they're like spraying this. I don't know, poisonous whatever. Polka Latte for the win on her guesstimate that everybody would survive that. Not unscathed, of course. Everybody's looking a little worse for wear. They're gonna go try to get healed now. But that was a pretty intense fight. We definitely had to play a little stratego there to try and get everybody, I don't know, to try to like just create situations where the enemies had to get in line where they couldn't attack all at once. We took out our Manti on the inside, and then we came back outside to fight everything else. This guy we're not gonna butcher because we're gonna actually we can butcher him because we already did that research. We're gonna observe this, butcher that one, and these two, observe, and then these four we can butcher. The reason why I'm doing this, goodness, because we do want to research them. Lots of Manti Gumbo tonight, says Polka Latte, and Jen coming in with the emotes for sure. I appreciate you guys sticking it through that painful demonstration with me, because that was not pretty at all. That was rough, but we did it. Everybody got through it. She's going berserk. I don't know where she's going berserk. Over here. She's beating up these shelves. I mean, do what you gotta do, girl. If I got attacked by that many bugs bigger than myself, I don't know how I'd react, but it'd probably be something like this. I would definitely be in a panic. Do not blame her one bit for that one. Can we eat the bugs, says Brazier of Thought. We can, if we cook them. If we eat them raw, which they will try to do, they get food poisoning. So we gotta come in here and take raw meat off of the menu. But then after we do that, and I copy that rule to everybody else, they're not trying to eat raw meat, we can now create ourselves, oops, I keep hitting the wrong one. Here we go, meat soup. But we only do that after we harvest some, so we gotta first have them butcher it. Once they've done a little butchering, then we're gonna actually be able to queue that up, and then it is bug gumbo. Manti Gumbo tonight, says Polka, and that is actually an option. That really is. So we're really gonna do that, especially considering low food supply, 0 days. Look at this. We're down to no food. The food brought itself to us. This is like delivery, right? We had to work hard for it, but they basically delivered dinner. So that's what's on the menu. It's all there is to eat, so it's what we're having. Sora is how badly injured? How are we doing here? She's not bleeding out. She's in mild pain. Superficial cuts are needing healed, but I don't think we have the means to heal. We're probably completely out. No, we have healing. They're just... So here's the problem. Literally everybody is injured, so nobody is healing anybody else. Except Ember is healing Nova. When she's done healing Nova, she'll move on to the next person. So let's just kind of speed this up a little bit. Out of all of that, only one person came out unscathed enough to be doing the healing, which is wild. Absolutely wild. And we're in a heat wave. Hopefully everybody's tolerance is high enough to sustain them for this. Just make sure the injuries don't get infected. I know, right? So here's the trick. We're still like 1 week in. We have first aid kits, which we're gonna blow through. She does all this healing. We're gonna run out of all 8, I'm sure, in no time. And then we don't have any, we actually don't have any antibodies to help with infection. That's what this is for. We just haven't built it yet. But once we're done constructing this, we're gonna have to start portioning some of our resources, like grain, into this fermentation barrel to make antibiotics instead of just using it all for, like, food. And of course, Krista is now sick on top of everything else, and she's got hunger. Hunger is a real issue, but Nova is awake and well. And do we have enough grain to cook grain? We do not. She's impaired movement. That's affecting her ability to cook. Vivian. Vivian Bay, come here. Butcher these so that we can make some food. Everybody's starving. Alright, that should have made it possible to now queue up. Really? It's still not an option. Do I have to, like... What's going on here? What is happening? Please just do the thing. Like, do the job, do the thing. So we can... Oh. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, she's just like, no, I'm going to the bathroom. You can't make me. Great. Ember, I'm gonna have you stop healing people for a split second to do this. Because otherwise, we're not gonna have anything for anybody to eat. She's going to the bathroom too now. Remarkable. This bathroom thing, nobody wants to butcher. They would rather just go to the bathroom. Okay. Well, I desperately need somebody to do something because otherwise nobody's eating anything and they're all gonna die of starvation. Okay. I guess some of them got over their urgent need to use the bathroom so that we have some meat now. So, at long last, no, it's still not. Collect potable water? Are you kidding me? I can't cook without water now? This is a problem. Oh man, this problem I did not know was a problem. Crap. That's a really big deal. Okay, we gotta go make some water. Otherwise people will starve. This is not good. It's actually really concerning. She's trying to do the bathroom thing. Please, somebody just construct this. What? We need water, apparently. And then they died of starvation. I don't know, man. This is not good. Refuel this, because we're gonna need fire as well. This is insanity, honestly, that this is what it's come down to. No, don't scavenge. We need instructions unavailable. What resources are we missing? Scrap metal. Oh my gosh. Why? We're taking this down. We're not repairing this. We're demolishing it. We need the scrap. What is she doing? Repairing something? Not now. Deconstruct, please. They're gonna die of starvation? And I don't know what I'm gonna do because all of that to get them through this. Are you kidding me? Please put that in here and please be enough. Still not enough? We still need a lot more. Okay, well, we're gonna take these and we're gonna cancel them. No. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. That's okay. We've got this. We'll just put it back. It's fine. Vivian, please make this. That's important. Oh, man. Introducing Time to Eat Vivian says Mocha Latte. When you gotta go, you gotta go. They all gotta go. Like, that fight literally scared the pee out of them. They all had to go. It was a problem. But look, now we have potable water, right? So as long as we can... Vivian, come on. That's my girl. Okay, cool. Now we can... Oh, gosh. Now that we have water, thank you, finally. We can make food. We can cook meat soup. Whew, I thought we were never going to get there. I thought we were never going to make it to the place where... Goodness, what am I trying to say? Where we'd be able to feed everybody. Thankfully, now we can feed everybody because they were not having it before. It's a real problem. Okay, Krista is trying to do... I don't even know what she's trying to do. We could really use a door, to be honest. Let's pause these doors. We need a front door so that the Manti can't just let themselves in like they did last time. That was a real issue. In fact, I don't even think this is a real door. I think that's a... Whoops. That was like literally an archway. Why? Why was this an archway? I don't understand. At least they can still get in and out, so that's something. Whew. What a crazy, crazy situation. She's on a sad wander. Vivian, I don't even know what Vivian's doing. She's awaiting treatment. Nova is doing the healing, so that's good. Maybe we'll get through the night. I mean, maybe we have enough food. Maybe. We don't actually have enough food. We're already out of stuff. So we gotta start butchering again. And the way we're gonna do that is finding somebody who's mostly awake, or mostly they don't need as much sleep. And we're gonna get them on the chopping. Survival's not easy. It's hard work. They can't just, it's certainly not just like, it's not an easy day. Definitely not an easy day. What's Emily doing? I guess I could have her haul this stuff. So there's that. And then I'm gonna actually take this and turn it into these stockpiles. Come on. If I can select them, we're gonna make it. It's being so difficult and I don't know why. Actually, I'm gonna leave it alone. This is still such an early caveman kind of setup. We're just we're not gonna be too precious with it. We're gonna keep it pretty simple. We are gonna cancel those so we can keep our scrap metals to the best of our ability. No, that is what I wanted to do. I'm gonna take this stockpile, thank you, and then make it so it's construction material only. Yeah. I won't do that to the other stockpile, but we just need at least one that can be for that reason. I don't even know where. I guess they're just not storing their stone. They're going out to get where it was mined every time they need stone. It's just it's a hard knock life. They don't have a whole lot of convenience yet. Not a whole lot of convenience yet. I think what I'll do is I'll have Krista. I don't know if she's researching currently. Oh my goodness. No rest for the weary. So it is another day. Everybody just finished healing, and now we're gonna get attacked by one of these spike-tailed insects that have a ranged weapon on them, plus 21 of these little, I almost said a word I didn't want to say. These little beasties that we really don't want to mess with. We don't want them getting inside. I think what we need to do is really focus our efforts. Okay, Ember's already constructing the wall here. Sora, I'm gonna ask you to help with that, and then who's our other... She isn't sufficient skill level, okay. Let's bring her, I don't know, here to do this. And then we just need Sora and Ember to really just work their tushes off to get this. I'm so sorry, I'm so quiet because I keep leaning away. Time to make some bows. Oh, you're right. You were right. We need to craft weapons. You are so right. We need some bows. We need some better, like, melee weapons. And then we need Vivian, sweet lady, to come in here and... Why? Not enough resources. We can't make any of that yet. We don't have the resources to make it. Alright, well, I'm gonna take this off 3 speed for a second. We have a cook stove in here, which means we don't need to be cooking on this fire outside anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the meat soup, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We did discover what these are. That's good, because now we can finish butchering them. Emmeline's, I don't know what she's doing. I think she's cooking. That's fine. I'm going to move the cooking inside, though. So we've got this queued up here. And what that means is when she's done, I can actually get rid of this. Which I'm going to do. We're going to deconstruct when she's done with it. How are we doing on this fence? Because I see Nova running off. She doesn't have the skill level to help with this. That's fine. Sora does. So I want Sora helping. Close this in. We need We at least need the head start that it gives us when we have a barrier. I know that those bugs are going to crash through this, but we can at least try to tunnel them. And I did end up like deconstructing quite a bit of these, but if we try to aggro them to the front porch, right? We can at least try to trap some of them on these traps before they break through. In fact, I kind of want to move this line of traps one row back. And the reason being, if we move them one line back, then the bugs that are trapped on it can't continue to chip away at this wall, I think, while still being stuck. The point of them being stuck is so that they can't tear down the wall, hopefully. Insane chaos, says Jen. And James says another attack already. I know, right? and it's not, they're like, haha, I hope you are doing okay after that first wave, because look here, there's another. Yeah, just when we thought we were being clever. Nope, they're gonna test us again. We're gonna get tested again. I'm seeing little stars here. I wonder what we gained. What did we research that we increased? We got more crops? Okay, well that's good. I think hint, obtain sticks. Yeah, we do need some sticks, but honestly, we really need, I'm gonna set these to harvest, even though that's not what we really need. That's not what I was talking about, by the way, when I said we really need. What we really need is material for weapons, for sure. But that's also not what I was thinking about. What was I gonna say? Why am I struggling to remember? We need antibodies and we need bandages. That's what we need. We do have some, it looks like cloth up here maybe? Do we have cloth? We do have 10 cloth, so we could be doing some bandages. Let's craft ourselves. I don't even know if we have enough to do that, but Vivian, I don't know where you're at, honey, but I want you to be crafting bandages ASAP. Animal attack already. What'd you do, Vivian? What did you do? She aggroed it. Actually, this might be a good, let's have her kind of like try to pick off this lone ranger that's out here, just like chasing poor Vivian. We're gonna have Sora come down here and try to hunt that one. Where's Nova heading? Nova, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? To mine? We have better things we could be doing than mining. We definitely have better things we could be doing than mining. I don't know what yet, but I'm sure there's something she could be doing that's better than mining right now. Did we at least pick off the one? Because it's gonna be chaos. She's still heading out there to do that. She's heading in. This lady's researching. Emmeline, we have, it's happening. Alert everyone, alert everyone. Actually, you know what I should have done is picked battle stations for everybody. And then, we didn't move these, but that's okay. Because at least they're still laid. The traps are still laid, even if they're like still on the fence. What I want to do, okay, Sora, we're gonna draft you. We're gonna bring you, I don't know, right center in front of the fence. And then you are gonna get drafted and you're gonna stand at the top of the stairs. Everybody else, actually she can go outside, that's fine. Everybody else needs to be here to aggro these baddies toward us. I'm gonna put her here. Actually, she should not be cooking. She should be over here. Vivian, I don't know where you are, honey, but you're gonna go right here too. Hopefully that helps us in some small way. I don't know. We're gonna have to just watch and find out and see what happens. Also, these are all glowing now. If it wasn't for the fact that we were trying to survive, we might be able to actually do some pretty awesome harvesting. There's a lot to be harvested, but right now is not the time. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this, just like these crawling out of the shadows, these bugs. Ugh. Sora's like neck and neck with them, trying to get in this fence. All right, so these guys are trapped. That's good. And then she can just kind of shoot them here, hopefully before they do any damage. The problem is these traps are not going to reset. Oh man, did we have a loose? We had a weak link. Why? Come build this. I don't know if it's even going to be possible with these guys. You know what? We have a lot of weak links. Never mind. This is really pointless. This is so pointless. I need somebody out here to aggro these guys this way. Because they're just coming up the stairs. We need them aggroed outside. I don't know if this will help, but I'm gonna grab these 3 ladies. No, not draft them and bring them out here. I really want these things to come out and go over the trap. I thought we had a solid plan. I really did, because I thought... I'm gonna grab these 2 ladies too. I'm gonna bring them outside too. I really thought that we had a full fence completely constructed. I did not realize that we still had an open door, a gaping hole for these things to come in, and that this was not gonna go the way that I wanted. Distracted LO auto predict strikes me again. It's been a while since I caught one of your live streams. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it. I'm super glad that worked out. So now I think what's happening, all the bugs might be gone. Well, all but one. But this guy, this is a problem. I'm gonna grab all these people and bring them back upstairs and hope that the roof here gives us at least some kind of shelter from this guy like slinging his that. That's bad. And like he's aiming right for the person with the gun, which is a problem. I need somebody to like be human shield. Vivian, can you take some heat? Nope. I'm gonna be so hurt when this is over. Let's see if I can put her further under the roof. Okay. We might actually get through this one yet again with everybody still intact. Ah, insane. Absolutely insane. Do we have, like, but starving. Sora is starving. Okay, so first things first, undraft. I'm gonna put her back to cooking, which is what she was trying to do to begin with. And we're just gonna start undrafting everybody else. Sora's gonna need treatment. Vivian's gonna need treatment. We have 5 first aid kits left, so yeah, I think they can manage that before Vivian has to get cracking on crafting new bandages for us. Holy smokes, that is crazy that we still had a hole in our fence because it was in my blind spot, and yet somehow we still survived. I don't understand how that happened, but we did it. We made it somehow. That is just crazy to me. I'm gonna turn the roof off for a second so we can see what we're doing in here. Oh man, absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. I think too, we'll be able to, with all of these, once we harvest some of those mushrooms, we'll be able to get a lot more lighting on this map because we'll be able to put out these shroom torches. We just gotta harvest them first. And in order to do that, we need everybody to heal first. So I'm gonna put this on 3 speed and invoke the wrath of the RNG gods that might see me trying to like speed run this and throw more mobs at us. But fingers crossed, we can just get healed up and then back to business before that happens. Vivian, how well rested are you? Not super well. I'm gonna have you come butcher these. We're gonna need as much of the food sources as we can get. We also really do need to like recover the shelf. Unfortunately, I like really do need to keep these items under cover, otherwise they could go bad. So we gotta put this back. But there we go, Ember's building it for us. So that way we now have a roof back over our storage, which is good, that's important. M1 is cooking. I mean, we should be pretty decent. I mean, it doesn't look like it because they're not doing the butchering like I asked, but we would be if they would get out here and do that before these guys eat everything. I need her to stop mining and just start butchering insects. So I definitely feel like hunting needs to be a higher priority for these ladies if I want them to do the butchering, because I don't think they are doing it. And now, there we go, Nova started doing it without being manually instructed. Who died? Why? Starvation. Poor Sora. Our, like, commander-in-chief, our armed civilian. No. Why was I playing in 3-speed? Why? When people were starving, what was I thinking? I need to unequip her. One down, you guys. I'm not gonna do that thing where I reload at the last autosave to bring her back. We're just gonna let it happen. It's gonna play out however it plays out, and what we get is what we get. That is the plan for today. I'm just gonna let no takebacks, you know? No takebacks today. So our first one down. That sucks. Sora was so good to us. We need to bury her. Oh man, but where do we bury her? Gosh, maybe by the water? I feel like that's a good place to bury people. I feel like it'd be a nice little burial plot over here by the water. Oh, but I did it backwards. Hang on. Where is she? Where did she go? Okay, bury. Right. And then we're gonna do it like over here by the water, but I want to rotate it so the headstone is facing the water. There we go. Just gonna have like a nice, pretty, aesthetic place to bury them, right? Gotta honor them and their sacrifices and try to set them up somewhere peaceful, like on the edge of a lake. It's the least we could do. Can't believe Sora's dead. Master Chief, oops, you gotta feed. Oh, speaking of, it's still in freaking fast forward mode. How much food do we have? We have no cooked meals. Why is this still happening? Okay. Please wake up and cook something. People are starving to death. Why aren't we feeding them? I do not understand. Anyone else starving asking for a friend? I know, right? Meanwhile, I'm like complaining about burying her and the game is still running at 3 speed without any food being generated whatsoever. That's just poor management on my part. All right, let's see, what do we got? I mean, no, everybody else is kind of doing well on the foods, you know, just not her. And by the way, Pogalate, you could, well, she's vegetarian. James said she's vegetarian. What? That's why she wasn't eating the meat stew, because she's a vegetarian. Oh man, refuses to eat meat. Oh, I didn't see that. That never even occurred to me. It didn't cross my mind. That's why she starved to death. We needed, Yikes. That's so bad. Oh no, I definitely set herself up. I set her up for failure. That's on me. Oh man, that's bad. That's super bad. I feel super bad. We will build a monument to her. I don't know. Poor girl. It's so hurtful. Sora is good. That is her one weakness, says James. Yeah, this game, if you don't have a dedicated cook on one, then other people will starve. It's not like they could cook either. I know, like, oh, I'm starving. What should I do? Should I make myself something to eat? No, why do that when somebody else could eventually cook something for me? Yeah, they're not the smartest. They're not the most, you can't just leave them on autopilot, I guess, is the point. You really do need to pay attention to them, or they will starve themselves. Lesson learned. There is plenty of trees and shrubs all around you that she could have eaten. I know, but the thing is, I wasn't setting these to... I guess I set these to harvest. I did actually set all these mushrooms to harvest, but we weren't harvesting them because we were too busy trying not to die from bug attacks. And then I got like really caught up in trying to harvest, to butcher those before we lost them, before we ran out of them. So that became a whole issue. Krista can reset these traps for the next wave because there ultimately will be a next wave. My little convent is falling apart. It's falling apart at the seams. We have no doors on anything. Things aren't looking peachy king. I don't know. Yeah, I could have been making her vegetable soup with these mushrooms and we just didn't, and I feel really awful about that now. Like, here it is. Now we have the means to make the veggie soup for a vegetarian, and she has passed away. James, yeah, those pods near the pond can be eaten, right? Vegetarian food. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff she could have been eating. If I had known she was a vegetarian, I would have prioritized it. That's the problem. I didn't realize I had a vegetarian in my group, and I did not prioritize it. Big problem. What's this over here? Why am I seeing... What is this? Oh, these things are injured. Well, we'll just put them on hunt mode and she can come over here. Oh, wait a minute, actually. Emmeline, let's have you... Oops. Take over. What? When she died, she took the pistol to her grave with her? What? I had her unequipped, right? We unequipped her. I was so sure we unequipped her first. I did say that. Sora is in here still. She's not. Okay, hold up. We're gonna focus on unequipping her first. Because we still need that gun. Sorry, but it's the truth. We gotta unequip her. Because we need that gun. Just do. Right, so once she does that, then we're gonna give her the pistol. And then we'll have her... Whoa. Who said anything about butchering her? No. Then we will, if she's not starving, construct a grave. Meanwhile, there's a toxic ash storm that I've completely ignored. They're just gonna have to power through it, to be honest. Like, we're not giving them special treatment for the toxic ash today. Shrieker, the brood mother. So now we know what that is. We're gonna set it to butcher as well. Krista's gonna run inside and do, I don't even know what. We can queue up some research for her. We do need some batteries. We do need insect fats, that could be good. We have a lot of those. Flat cannons. A turret for an electric grid that we don't have. Pickling would be good. What we really honestly need is, gosh, what was I gonna say? I'm trying to remember. What was it? What did we need? Oh, something to do with electricity. We need electricity, to be honest, like, pretty darn badly. We need electricity pretty badly. Alright, well, we need weapons. But we need electricity to build those anyway. The more efficient weapons we need electricity for. Gosh, okay. We're gonna do this potable water thing. I really want to get heat pumping for our building before the heat waves and the cold snaps get much worse, but it seems to be not an option until we find some CPU cores, which means our scavenging game needs to be a little bit more on point, and it's just not right now. Ugh. And it's gonna be a lot harder now with Sora gone because it's one less person to handle like general management. We've got some meltdowns going on. Emmeline's over here beating that up. Krista's in here beating something else up. We're hurting, guys. We're really hurting. Things are not looking good for us. What do we have floor-wise here? What can we be doing? We don't have bricks. Okay. The only thing we do seem to have just a lot of is stone. So we're gonna take the easy way out. Oh, but we can make it pretty. Textured stone. What? This is what the mods give us. Finally, a bright spot in all of this. We can do something fun with our paving. So I think, man, this orange time traveler stone's kind of pretty. Let's try that. We'll do this in here like this. Yes, but then we're gonna put something else in the rooms, okay? Let's go to flooring again. We'll go to stone. No. Not like that. Not like that. Flooring. Colored floors, stone, there we go, textured, and then maybe we'll do like a pretty terracotta inside the rooms. There we go, that could be fun, and that'll help us with those debuffs, and maybe we'll experience a few less meltdowns if we're not debuffing everybody left and right and center. Krista still on her meltdown right now, going berserk. Could blame her when we have a death in the family, you know? So transporting stone. I feel like visit grave not allowed. Why? Because we have to bury her first. Bury Sora. Go for it, Vivian. Vivian's gonna do the honors. She's gonna bury Sora for us. What a sad playthrough. I don't normally like let death happen, but I'm like forcing myself to not save scum, I think it's called, to not be save scumming. Never harvest some glitter caps for us too. We can really use those. Oh, good, we have a fridge. I'm gonna mark the fridge as store here first. Even though we don't have electricity, at least it's somewhere to store food that isn't outside, so that's good. We do need to get some electric going on here. What are our options, by the way, for power? Like, we have diesel generator, and that's kind of it. What do we need to find wind turbines? To get wind turbines, we need to find electronics. I think... Oh no, is Sora our scavenger? Who's our scavenger? Scavenging was Sora. Because we no longer have somebody number one-ing the scavenge. So mining and... cutting are Nova's big things, so Ember's gonna go on scavenging, number one. Gotta cover down, you know? Like, now that we don't have somebody taking care of that, we gotta do it ourselves. I think the fermenting barrel, we need to just make something else. Also, stockpile needs to be construction materials, which they are. Okay, good. At least we have that going for us. And then, what was I gonna say? Oh, we have some meat drying out. That's interesting. What is it? Maybe it was from when Sora went down the hill to hunt. Actually, I don't know if it was Sora. Might have been Nova went down the hill to hunt the reptiles that were already like half dead anyway. Right, we were gonna put together a fermentation barrel so that we can actually heal people when they get sick. You gotta think about like well-rounded threats, not just the imminent threat of attack, but everything else as well. So we're gonna bring out some barrels. Oops, I hit the, what do you call it? Hit the equal sign again. That's interesting. I thought for sure that was that way. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. What time is it, by the way? It's 11:21. We started at 9. This has been a lot longer stream than I anticipated, but that's not bad. It was the first stream in a long time. It's not a bad idea to, you know, just put a little more time and a little more love into it. And I did find that this was really challenging. We're not even close to finished, but we did officially lose one of our homesteaders, I guess. R.I.P. Sora. I feel like that should be like the new title for this stream. R.I.P. Sora. We knew her well. Yeah, okay. So then in this look, we got a little plant here. There's a little bright spot, a little something fun for us in this dreary existence. Yeah, we need to save this game as something. Save it as... What do we want to save this as? Gosh. James says, yeah, I save Scum as well. Too hard not to. I agree. It's just tempting to go back. You're like, oh, it was just a small thing that slipped my mind. Let me go back and fix that real quick. Name the save No Sora, says Pokolatte. No Sora. We're gonna call it that. No Sora. Good call, Pokolatte. James said Hope's End. It's okay, it's okay. We're on the seed Hope's End for sure. Hope's End where there's no Sora. And I think Pokolatte says we need bowls. James Lopez, the wheelchair. And I bet the alien bug meat tastes like chicken, but with an irony taste. I have no idea, and obviously neither does Sora, since she refused to eat it to the point where she literally starved to death. So how's that for conviction? She really meant it when she said, I am a vegetarian. I think I don't want to miss any comments. I'm sorry if I did, it wasn't intentional, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up here now. We can come back to No Sora, Hope's End in a future stream when we're feeling kind of spicy and we want to try and, you know, give ourselves anxiety and stress and a hard time again, because that's always fun to do in a survival game, right? That's kind of the whole point of the genre. That said, thank you all again for joining me. This has been a great little revival for me and for my channel to be able to come back and to still have a community to hang out with, and I appreciate that. So you guys are the best. Really, really awesome. I've really enjoyed this gameplay, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you next time.